All right, now we are moving on to the planets and alchemical metals that are associated with them. So I want to read the introduction to this. So this is going to be a little longer video. Introduction to the planetary archetypes. Beyond the seven chakras lies another ancient system, one that has guided astrologers, mystics, and alchemists for centuries, the planetary archetypes. Each of the seven classical planets corresponds not only to a celestial body, but to a metal, a myth, a phase of life, and a spiritual lesson. These planetary forces live both in the sky above us and in the psyche within. In alchemy, these planets represent stages of transformation. In mythology, they are gods and goddesses with lessons to teach us. In astrology, they are dynamic energies shaping our lives and personalities. And this section is not about prediction, it's about resonance. By meditating on each planet's symbolism, we uncover parts of ourselves waiting to be seen, healed, and integrated. Essentially, the planets are archetypes. They reflect our inner world in much the same way that the chakras do, but with slightly different meanings, although each is also with a chakra. Here we will expand our knowledge of ourselves even further. You'll find that Saturn teaches discipline and depth through lead, Jupiter expands through wisdom and tin, Mars energizes through action and iron, Venus softens through love and copper, Mercury dances with thought and through quicksilver, the moon reflects motion through silver, the sun radiates purpose through gold. Each chapter invites you into alchemy of the soul, transforming your life not just spiritually but elementally. Take your time. Let each planet speak to you, and remember the stars are not distance. They are mirrors of the divine structures within you. Recommended reading: Sorcerer's Stone, A Beginner's Guide to Alchemy by D.W. Huck, and High School Astrology by Granny Rainbow. So this is Day 8, Saturn. Saturn is a complex concept. As the ruler of the root chakra, it connects us to our foundation, our sense of security, stability, and survival. Yet beyond the material, Saturn also governs time, wisdom, karma, and cycles. For centuries, Saturn has been known as the gatekeeper of the Milky Way galaxy, positioned at the edge of the seven visible wandering stars, or classical planets. As such, Saturn marks a boundary, the threshold between the known and the unknown. It is the edge we must cross to go deeper into mystery and mastery. In myth, Saturn is the oldest and wisest of the planetary beings. He is the Titan who predates even the gods. In Roman mythology, he is Saturn. In Greek, he is known as Kronos, the father of the gods. Kronos devoured his children, a dark image that speaks to the nature of time itself. It consumes all things. Yet from this very devouring arises liberation, as Jupiter, Zeus, eventually overthrows his father and frees what was swallowed. This myth points to a deeper truth. What time consumes, consciousness can redeem. Saturn also presides over the Golden Age, said to coincide with the age of Capricorn and the age of Aquarius, when humanity lived in innocence, harmony, and divine order. Though young in form, this era was marked by ancient wisdom, a reflection of Saturn's rule. Saturn's element in alchemy is lead, a heavy, dull metal that mirrors the starting point of spiritual awakening. When we begin the path, our minds are dense with conditioning and old paradigms. In alchemy, Saturn appears at both the beginning and the end of the journey. We start with structure, deconstruct and purify it, and then return to a structure, one that is refined, balanced, and aligned. Saturn and the root chakra remind us that safety is born of structure. Just as children thrive in routine and predictability, so too do we need inner and outer frameworks that support our lives. This applies not only to governments and homes, but also to belief systems. Our beliefs form a paradigm, a lens through which we view the world, and that paradigm shapes everything, from how we see ourselves to how we engage with life. If we see the world as a hostile, we experience as such. If we believe we are loved and guided, that too becomes real. Saturn invites us to ask, is your paradigm built on bedrock or sand? As Jesus taught in Matthew 7:24-27, everyone who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds beat upon the house, but it did not fall, for it had been founded on the rock. That rock was unconditional love, a solid structure from which to build a life of integrity and truth. Jesus taught a paradigm that saw the divine in each person, as he said in John 10:34, "Is it not written in your law, I said you are gods?" Quoting Psalm 82:6, "You are gods, all of you are sons of the Most High." We don't have to abandon our religious frameworks entirely to awaken. We simply see them anew. The rigid becomes pliable. Dogma dissolves to reveal essence. What was once superstition can become metaphor. What was once fear can become discernment. The gift of Saturn is structure, but not just any structure. The right one for you. The wise one. The one that holds you without confining you. Saturn is both the beginning and the end of the cycle, and the discernment that weaves it all together. As Joseph Campbell taught through the monomyth, the hero's journey begins with a call, and often the appearance of a mentor And the Lord of the Rings, this is Gandalf the Grey Wizard. He begins cloaked in mystery and duality, representing the in-between state, the heavy gray world we start from. By the end of the story, he is reborn as Gandalf the White, symbolizing clarity, transformation, and higher wisdom. So too does Saturn begin our journey. Our beliefs at first are full and heavy, thick with cultural inheritance, but as we walk the path, we refine them. We question, we deconstruct, and through Saturn's patient instruction, we rebuild. In the end, Saturn gives us ourselves, not as we were told we were, but as we truly are, shaped by time, strengthened by truth, and anchored in the rock of love. Journal prompts. 1. What core beliefs shape the way I see the world? 2. Where in my life am I being asked to build something that lasts? 3. What old patterns or thought structures feel heavy like lead? Daily mantra. I honor the boundaries that shape me, for through structure I discover true freedom. Meditation. Begin by sitting comfortably. Spine tall, feet on the floor or legs crossed. Close your eyes. Take a few slow breaths, letting your body relax into gravity. Visualize yourself at the base of a great mountain. This is Mount Saturn, ancient, unshaken, older than memory. Its slopes are steep and gray, lined with stone paths and time-worn symbols etched into the rock. Place your hand on the mountain. Feel its cold solidity. This is part of you that endures. This is the part that knows, the part that cannot be rushed. Now feel a warm glow at the base of your spine, your root chakra. Let it deepen and grow stronger, like a red ember burning within. This is your foundation, your stability, your safety. Inhale and repeat silently. I am grounded. I am safe. I build in love and wisdom. Exhale and feel any fear or instability dissolve into the earth. Now ask Saturn a question. What structure do I need to create for my soul to thrive? Listen in stillness. You may receive words, images, or simply a deep sense of knowing. When you're ready, thank the mountain. Slowly return to the present moment, wiggle your fingers and toes, and open your eyes. Now, in each chapter, including in the chakra chapters, I include crystals to work with. In this one, I have hematite, black tourmaline, smoky quartz, obsidian, lead-based galena, onyx, and garnet. So that is day 8, Saturn. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, a little longer video because we read the introduction to the chapter. But I'm excited to share the planets and their alchemy with you. Have a wonderful day.